Hey everybody, welcome back to ChortleCast, the official podcast of Chortle Games. I'm Jake.
I look really tan in that.
This is Brody,
Yeah.
and we also have Steven.
I'm sick. Hey, what's up?
Brody's apparently dumb, Steven is sick, and I'm just here. So, we're having quite a day. But yes, if you didn't know, this is ChortleCast, where we talk about TV shows, anime, movies, games, especially games, whatever else we want to talk about. We've got a great show for you this week. What?
Games.
Just any
We
kind of
talk
games.
about games and mostly games and some other games.
I think some games too.
Yeah.
We may have a TV topic today if we want to get into it. But we're definitely going to be talking about the Nintendo Labo announcement that happened.
It's pronounced Labo.
Is it?
No.
I was going to say, I don't know how you should be pronouncing it, but
Labo. That's what we're gonna call it from now on.
you can call it whatever you want when you throw it in the trash in a few weeks,
Damn, son.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually pretty excited about it, so we can talk about it. But we may talk about some other things, like there's a Harry Potter mobile game that's coming out soon.
Who cares about mobile games?
You know, I don't know. And then we may talk about the new Tomb Raider trailer that dropped earlier. I believe it was today
I think you're way
or
more
yesterday.
excited about that than I am.
Do what?
I said I think you're way more excited about that than I am.
I probably am, but that's fine. Whatever. That's
'Cause
why
I
we all
was
have
the-
such differing opinions
Yeah.
on things.
I was the Uncharted guy, and you're the Tomb
I'm
Raider
definitely
guy.
the Tomb Raider guy.
Yeah.
I definitely side with Brody on that. Uncharted is the better game in every way.
I don't disagree, but which one has a bow? You know what I'm saying?
But which one has a cool main character?
But which one has a bow? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Why'd you hit
that
my
Nathan
puffy
Drake?
jacket?
Because it's not going to hurt you. It's puff. It's just a bunch of fluff right there.
Yeah, if I look buff right now, I'm not.
It's just the puffy jacket look. But yeah, anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Before we start, we always play this little segment called Catch Up, where we talk about what games we've been playing. So, what have you guys been doing? Or games you've been playing or shows you've been watching, whatever.
One day I just want to do a really stupid bit where you don't say the ketchup thing. We just put a plate right here and just get a bottle of ketchup and just empty the entire bottle of ketchup onto a plate.
And
And then we look at the camera and we go, ketchup.
I'm not gonna stop you. In fact, if we wanna get a full thing, I'll make a thing that we can put in every single one. We can go in there in the studio. We can get a white wall. We can get you with a table and a plate, and you just stare at the camera the whole time. Just
It'd have to be one take too. I couldn't.
next
laugh.
week, I'm gonna go buy a brand new thing of ketchup, and
God.
you're gonna squirt the whole thing out.
Okay.
It's happening. All right. Look forward to that next week. So, all right, what have you got? Me and Steven last week, we really caught up. We had a long talk about games and all sorts of great stuff that we've been up to. But what have you been up to, Brody?
I've been up to Fortnite. My PlayStation Plus ran out, so I wasn't really playing anything besides Fortnite.
You picked probably the worst month to go out of PS
Why?
Plus. Well, there was that DSX. Is that what it was? Isn't that what it's called?
DSX.
Is that not what DSS Machina?
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex Machina. And what did I-
DSX.
Deus, whatever. That one was a big game, and then I can't remember what the other one was, but it was
really
good.
care about it.
Was
It's
it Batman?
It was
Yeah,
Batman.
Telltale. I
That's
don't really care about Telltale games,
well, it's Batman. You gotta love Batman.
but it's Telltale, so
That's true. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that was a bad time to go out, but whatever.
Deus
I
Ex was a
still
good
have it.
game to get for free.
January ain't over
Yeah.
yet, boy.
Well, it's one of those. It's one of those that I thought about getting, and so seeing it pop up on my PS Plus is like, yes. Like
Yeah.
finally, that's my $50 a month.
I bought it
spent well.
before, but I owned it for less than 24 hours because I was using the buy two get one free from GameStop to flip for profit, and Deus Ex was one of the ones I flipped for profit. So I owned it
There you go.
before, but I never played it.
I've seen great stuff. It looks really cool. I'm excited to play it. I just haven't had time. So
Yeah.
I'm still going through a back catalog.
So Fortnite, I need to get back into Persona and finish that. Wanting to play Monster Hunter really badly.
Basically,
For,
every
like,
other tweet
weeks
that Brody
now.
does is this game is responding to someone talking about Monster Hunter,
It's
saying,
just like, stop.
"I can't wait for this game."
I picked up The Division for like $12
What was that?
to make Steven happy.
What was that? What are you playing?
The Division, and he's been like dragging my dead body through the entire game.
I have.
So, like, literally, I get shot once and I'm dead.
But
I didn't actually start doing damage to enemies until like last night.
but we're there. He's now max level. He's getting his gear score up. He's about to actually do stuff.
It took forever.
Okay, Brody, are you enjoying it? Is it fun?
I mean, now that I'm actually doing something, yeah, I mean, besides that, like, I'm ready to go into the dark zone again. Because we both picked the game up, like, when it first came out, but I don't know how I got rid of it. I just stopped playing it.
It's probably to swap out for something else at the time.
I don't know.
Anything else you've been playing?
Netflix, Hulu, YouTube.
What have you been watching on Netflix? Because mine involves a Netflix thing.
Oh God, did you talk about Devilman Crybaby?
What? No, we did not talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, that was an interesting show.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, if you're the faint of heart, I would not watch that show.
If you want, this is how Brody described it to me one night. We were just hanging out on PlayStation, and Brody just randomly goes, "Hey, Steven, you want to watch an anime that's like sticking a brick onto a gas pedal and just going 120 miles an hour down the road?" And I was like, "Yeah, kinda." And so I watched the first episode, and I was like, "What?" This show goes from, it's a 10-episode Netflix anime.
Right.
It goes
right.
from, and you might
Spoilers.
notice spoilers, very minor spoilers, kind of. You might notice a gap in between these two things, but it goes from episode 1 to high school track to episode 10, literally the end of the world by Armageddon, in 10 episodes.
That is fast.
It's very fast.
It's ridiculous.
It's the most grotesque, over-the-top show I've ever seen. Ever.
I feel like I've seen
It's
this.
really
You would
really
know.
gory. It's really sexual. Like it's an anime too. It's the animation style's kind of weird.
It's awful.
Pretty weird. It's just such a weird show. Yeah, I like that was on the trending tab on Netflix, and I feel like someone was probably like, I think I'm gonna try anime, and they like clicked on
God.
that, and we're just like, I'm never gonna
That's
watch
not a
anime
good first
again.
anime. Sword Art Online, especially if you're a video game person, that is the best intro anime.
It's okay.
What
It's
are
like-
you gonna say? Hero Academy?
I would honestly say My Hero Academia is a great entry level.
Okay.
It's a good gateway.
I've tried to get Jake to watch that.
I want to.
One Punch Man's pretty good.
I've watched One Punch Man. One Punch Man's very good. Again, I don't know if that's a great intro one, but
Yeah. What else have I been watching?
the first one you ever got me to watch was Attack on Titan, and that's still Allison's favorite anime.
Yeah, new season starts soonish.
Soonish. I think it's June, right?
Yeah, this summer.
Yeah, this summer.
And then I think the next season of My Hero Academia is
April.
Yeah,
April.
this summer too.
That's very close.
or
Very
spring,
close.
I guess.
Well, I want to circle back around to Fortnite because today, Thursday, or
At 6 a.m. this morning.
at 6 a.m. on Thursday,
Central
they
Standard
dropped a
Time.
new map.
It's not it's an existing, like, the map is the same,
There's a new
but they've
area.
added areas to it,
Gotcha.
which is pretty cool. Like, the left side of the map was pretty barren, and they've added a lot of stuff. So now instead of people dropping it to two of the big cities, there's a lot more named places for people to drop. And I feel like matches are probably going to last a lot longer now, since there's other places
People
to
are
go.
going to spread out.
Yeah, like the picture that we posted on Twitter today, that was a picture I got from Reddit, was the new big place. It's like a place with skyscrapers. It's like an entire city that they added. and it was a screenshot of people dropping there, and there must have been at least like 30 people in the picture landing there, and it was that must have been all out war. Like if you want to just have a war simulator, download Fortnite BR and go to the tilting towers this weekend, and it's probably just going to be ridiculous for like the next month.
I've watched a couple of people stream Fortnite Battle Royale recently, and I do think it would be kind of fun to try.
I did not like the base game, as you saw
no
from
secret.
our series.
That's no secret at
So when
all.
Fortnite BR came out, like I downloaded that and was like, started playing and was like, this is fucking stupid. I hate this. And then like, I kept like hate playing it and got to like 15 hours of hate playing it and I was like, this game sucks. And then eventually it was just like, okay, I just like it. It's just fun.
I mean, the Battle Royale stuff seems to be doing really well. But
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
it's so far gone from what the game was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's
that it's-
just crazy that like, so BR came out after the game had been out for a month or so. So it's only been out
technically
for
the
like,
game's still not out. It's still early
yeah.
access, but yeah, I know what you mean.
but it's like 100 days old, and there's been 4 million players already.
Yeah, it's had crazy high success rates.
That's insane. And then maybe the base games had like 100,000. I don't know. I've been playing the base game actually a little bit to like grind for the V-Bucks or whatever, so I can buy skins for BR, and it's not as bad as I remember, but like my main thing I didn't like about it was how much you had to like stay on top of collecting supplies all the time, or you couldn't build guns or like make
Ammo.
bullets.
I remember in one of the last, it may have been the last playthrough that we did.
That's
you
what
could,
I
you
got
had no ammo.
pissed
You just could
because
not you could not shoot anything.
It was just annoying, but like it's not bad. I'd give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10 now. Like
not bad.
it's okay. I have more fun with BR than I have with the base
main,
game at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I've heard some people talking about how they are still working on stuff for the base game, but it's just taking longer.
Well,
and,
I know that,
and I'm
like-
sure a lot of it is they see the success that BR is happening, and so it's like they could have had the base game stuff done sooner, but like no, push a little bit more effort into the other stuff.
Well, there was an article like this week that was talking about how Epic is the company that made Fortnite, and they've had to take a lot of the team from the base game and from Paragon, which is a MOBA that Epic made,
I heard about
and
that.
put them on the BR thing.
Yeah. I'm sure it was a quick move by them to get some stuff moving. But
Yeah.
anyway, so you played a little bit today, and it's good. It's fun.
Yeah, I didn't really learn like my way around anything, but I tried. There was an unnamed area that they added that I dropped at, and there was probably like 5 buildings to go through, and I went through all those, and I guess everyone dropped at like the new big name places because no one was there at all. So that was awesome. And then I dropped at the towers once, like tilting towers or something, and died 30 seconds into the game, so that was fun. And then I dropped at like one of the old places to see if they'd like changed anything up at like the older places, and didn't see anyone until the end of the game because no one dropped on that side of the map.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. But once Monster Hunter comes out next week,
That's all Brody's gonna be doing.
I'll be right there with you.
yeah, you can call me Monster Hunter Man Brody.
Okay.
That doesn't roll
Sure,
off the
you
tongue
and
very
your
well.
you
but
and your little cat person just run around and do whatever.
Monster Hunter Man Brody.
Monster Hunter Man Brody. Wow, I didn't even say that right. All right, Steven, what have you been up to? What have you been playing?
I've been staying on top of the division, of course.
Okay.
It's a good game.
Tell me what you think about it.
It's pretty good. It's okay. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten better over time.
Do you like when you pick up a shotgun and you're level 25 and you shoot someone in the face point blank and it doesn't even take down any of their shields?
Okay, let me explain why Brody is human garbage in this game right now. Because we are scaled to me, a level 30 gear score 285, on World Tier 5. That is the highest possible difficulty in the game. I did that to power level Brody up. So he was basically a cockroach for our first, 5 missions.
I found, a level, 28 shotgun and finally was able to use it and was like, I'm going to start killing people now. And it's enemies have a normal health bar and then the armor health bar, which is, four
Right.
white bars above their health bar. So I was like, this will at least take, one of those armor bars off. And I shot him point blank in the face, and it didn't even take off one of the bars. And I was like, damn it.
He would use the sticky grenade, which is normally a pretty high power skill. He would stick this just random red health bar lowest guy there is, and an explosion would happen, and he would just be standing there did a fly just fart on me? Pretty much. Nothing good.
It's ridiculous.
But I've also been.
I also have I like my Seeky boy.
Yeah, he's got his little Seeky boy.
My Seeky boy. It's a seeker mine. It's like a little ball. You throw it on the ground and it rolls up to enemies and flies in the air and explodes and makes fire. Everything catch on fire.
That's cool.
That's my favorite thing to do right now. It's just throw that.
Didn't hurt anybody, but
No.
Oh, it does.
do it.
It didn't really hurt them, but
It will.
They're on fire, so they scream and flail.
It's a way of stunning them and damaging them while they're stunned because they can't do anything while they're on fire.
Gotcha.
But in addition to the Division, my innocence was completely destroyed by watching Devilman Crybaby, but we already talked about that, and I never want to think about it ever again. I honestly stopped thinking about it. I'd forgotten about it, and then Brody mentioned it, and now it's
It's all coming back to you.
it's all coming back to me in a wave of anguish.
Agony and...
But I've also been playing a game you might have heard of called The Last of Us.
oh, yeah?
I've never. What is that?
Don't judge me.
That
Everyone
must be
else has
made
judged
by
me.
some kind of new studio.
Yeah, they did some game called Uncharted. You may have heard of that one. Yeah, it's a pretty indie title.
Didn't they do Jack and Daxter too? Naughty Dog? I'm thinking of...
That is not.
Yeah, Naughty Dog. Yeah.
You were thinking Sucker Punch.
I was thinking of Sucker Punch, but that's Sly Cooper. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sly Cooper.
I had to think about it.
But
Okay, sorry. Last of Us.
I've
Sly
never actually
Cooper.
beaten Last of Us.
Have you played it before?
I've played it before.
Okay.
I'm further now than I
Mm-hmm.
was before, but I'm super into it now. I've been telling you guys on the podcast for the past few weeks that I've been trying to get back into single player games, and I think Last of Us was what I needed.
Yeah. It's such a good story.
Yeah.
I've seen talks of them wanting to make that into a movie, and there's just no way I think that could work.
Yeah, there's no point. It's already so good as what
Yeah.
it is.
It's... the story is the best part of it.
You could condense it, but it would lose everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the biggest part of that is how long that journey is.
Yeah.
And how far it's gone. So my Last of Us story is I bought the game
I
and
played it before
DLC
both of
for a
you.
deal.
Yeah.
And I sat through the whole thing. I played the whole game and DLC in one sitting, Steven.
Yep. That was when we still lived together, and I came home the next day, and his eyes were bloodshot red. And I was like, "What'd you do?" And you're like, "I just played The Last of Us all last night." And I was like,
I beat the whole game
Yeah.
in one sitting. So I can say this, it gets samey towards the end, but
Yeah.
that's not
Well,
why
that's
you
my-
play that game.
that's,
You play that game for the story.
Same thing with Uncharted. Towards the end of Uncharted, it's I just want to know the story. I'm tired of fighting the same people over and
Right.
over again. But you stay for the story because it's so good.
And also the DLC was kind of strange for me because I played it all in one sitting, so I'm still just holy crap, what happened? Ellie, all this sacrifice and stuff, and then the DLC is a prequel
To Ellie.
to Ellie.
Yeah.
And it's cool, it's good information, but it was just I need to know what is next because I'm still blown
We're going
away.
to find out, man, sometime this year.
We're about to find out. This year? I don't think this year. I think next year.
I thought they already said it was a 2018 game.
It's not. It's not gonna
I don't
happen.
think it's confirmed for that. I think
I
a lot of people want it to be.
I
but
want
don't
it to
think
be
it's
this
gonna
year.
I don't think it's gonna be. There's no way.
I can't play The Last of Us without crying at the very beginning. The first time I played the game.
The up of video
It's-
games, yeah.
God, dude, like it was the first time I ever played it.
Oh, the very beginning.
And you're running through the city. Everything's just kind of like
falling apart.
falling apart, like pretty much at the beginning, like 10 minutes into the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're running through the, like running around with the main character's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And spoilers, I guess, if you
I
haven't.
mean, it's the very, very beginning.
Yeah. But like Joel and his Sarah,
I think.
or I
it's
guess Joel
Sarah.
walks up to like these like army guys, I guess, but and they're just trying to find out like where to go or something. I don't really remember. And
The army guys wouldn't let them through.
well, it was that they were worried that they were contaminated, I think. And
I think he was given a direct order to shoot.
yeah,
'Cause I just
and
played
the
it
guy
last
was-
night. And
Yeah,
that's what it.
That's right, because he comes over the radio. Who's like, "Are you?
he's like
There's
just
nothing else?"
yeah, just shoot him or something. And he was like, "But sir,"
Yeah.
and then he shoots. I think does he shoot Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he
it's hard to
shot
tell
Joel.
because Joel like dives, so you can't tell who was being aimed
Yeah.
at. But yeah,
Yeah, and then the guy shoots Sarah, and she dies in Joel's arms, and it's the most heartbreaking thing in the world. Like,
It is sad. Well, cool. I'm glad you're playing through that, Steven. I hope you finish it soon. I'll talk quickly because I know Steven's got to go somewhere later. I have been playing Horizon Zero Dawn still. Finally got the Shield Weaver armor. Man, that changes the whole game. That is
I've heard
a
it doesn't-
game changer.
when I got it, you pretty much are invincible.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's like not as helpful like in the DLC.
I've got the DLC. I went ahead and bought it. I have not played any of it yet. I will say I walked out after getting the Shield Weaver armor, and I was like, oh man, this is done. I'm so OP right now. I'm gonna be able to just kill everything. And then I went to a corrupted zone that was the same level as I was. I think it was 34, and there were two. There was one of those bellow backs that has like the fire jello in its back and it shoots fire, and then there were two thunder jaws, I think, or something.
That's the T-Rex one.
No, they're like
you thinking about the
panthery
saber-tooth
stalkers,
tiger?
maybe. No, not stalkers. Saber-tooth. What are
Yeah,
those?
Sawtooth.
Maybe.
I
No,
think
they were
it's a
bigger.
Sawtooth.
They were bigger than that.
I don't know.
Anyway, two like saber-tooth like monsters, and man, they kicked my butt so bad, so hard. And I was just like, okay, fine. So I made it through that, but I was just like, all right, I'm not OP yet.
It's such a good game.
It's a great game. I really wish I had enough time to play through the game in New Game Plus mode, because you get like face paint and there's different things you can do with your focus.
You can like take selfies now. I know they added that.
I think that may be a New Game Plus mode thing.
Uh,
I could be wrong. Well, no, it's probably just in photo mode. I don't know.
Probably.
There's a bunch of things you can do in New Game Plus that you don't have access to, and it's all like cosmetic, but it's still like, oh, that would be cool to try out.
I love that like all these games are adding like selfie modes.
Oh, that's the greatest thing ever, yeah.
Wind Waker HD was like the pioneer of it, I think.
That was probably, honestly, that's probably the most I've ever used any kind of photo mode in any game.
Because you would just take pictures of you in front of like bosses and stuff and like leave them in bottles.
That
for
was my
people to
goal.
find.
That was my goal. As I played through the whole game, I did as they were dying, I did a quick selfie. Because in that game too, there's that guy who you can get a 3D model made of each like monster and stuff, but you have to, or like of everything, you just have to take pictures of it.
Yeah.
So I used my selfies for those. But yeah. Anyway, but since we talked about some Netflix shows, a great Netflix show you guys should watch.
Netflix.
I
So
said
what you-
Netflix,
So
not
you said
what Brody said.
Netflix.
I'm not gonna repeat it.
Shit.
Another Netflix show you guys should watch is The End of the Effing World.
Oh, we already watched it.
You have? Mm-hmm. It is so good.
I don't know if it was so good.
I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was pretty like the characters were kind of like It's a very like teenager kind of show. I feel like.
Okay, I'll agree to that. I thought you were gonna say something
But it was
about my
still
babies.
pretty good. What?
My babies, I love them.
Oh,
They're great.
that's weird.
No, it's a really good show. It's you've probably seen the trailers. It's basically they sell it to you like this kid's a psychopath and he decides he's going to kill this girl, and they go on an adventure and they change, and so it's really great.
That ending was weird.
The ending is really weird. Like it's okay, but I was really kind of surprised that that's how it ended. But there's a moment. It's outside of the bar with her later, where a certain, I don't know how to say it without spoiling things. One of the characters' dads runs over a truck or runs over a dog.
Oh
with the
yeah,
truck.
yeah.
And then what follows after that is probably just the saddest thing for me, or it's just like such character change. Wow, our light just died. There it is.
Now it came
It's
back
probably
to
gonna
life.
blink. That's probably what's gonna happen. I bet you I grabbed the wrong battery, and that's why that happened.
Belcha.
Anyway, that part's really sweet, and I like it a lot.
Nintendo Labo.
What a segue, Brody. We just did a hard cut. Now Brody's back in Nintendo Labo.
Nintendo Labo.
Speaking of patching things with duct tape,
No.
I don't know. Nintendo
Speaking
Labo, the great announcement from Nintendo this week.
Okay, so my only experience with knowing what this thing is listening to Brody's reaction, watching what it was, and I just hear Brody like, "What? It's just cardboard boxes. What?" And that's all I know. What is? Tell me about this thing, Jake.
So let me
It's
just
cardboard boxes.
So I want to come out and say this is really easy to make fun of, and I think that is in some ways due. I'll get back to it. Here's what it is.
Is it that it's coming out on 420 and the price of it is $69?
Is that true?
Yeah.
It is not.
Okay, I'll get
Yes,
to
it
it.
is.
I'll get to it in a minute. It's real easy to make fun of, but I really do think it's a cool idea, and 10-year-old Jake would be all over this shit.
Okay, so I'll say none of the minigame things really interested me, but that robot thing looks cool as shit.
I'm telling you, and this is the big thing. This is the takeaway. And even before they released this, they said this is a thing for kids and kids at heart.
Yeah.
And it is very much for kids. So while it's easy as adults to make fun of it, I do think it's really cool. Here,
Yeah.
let me explain what it is. Basically, as I understand it, there are two kits right now.
Yeah, there's the
one that's
robot.
the basic kit, and then there's one that's the robot kit.
Yeah.
Basically, what it is it is a kit with a bunch of cardboard sheets. Those cardboard sheets have pre-cut pop-outs that you pop out and construct. And it has step-by-step instructions that are in that your Switch tells you how to do. And then like you basically build different things. So like the things they showed were a house,
Like some kind
a
of
keyboard,
bug thing.
a bug. So there's one thing that you can put on your controller, and it's a little bug that has like 8 legs. And then the game for that one is you hold your Switch screen, and you've got it turns into a remote control basically, and that little piece of cardboard that's strapped to your controller will now walk via your controlling on the Switch. I assume it's through vibrations.
Yeah, it's using the rumble.
Anyway, there's that. The house one, you build a house, and it's basically like Tamagotchi. You stick your screen on the front of the house, and you see inside the house, and there's a little creature, and then like you stick the I think it's just one of the Joy-Cons sticks into it.
And then one goes on the top.
Yeah, and then the IR reader that you like with the what's the
then you
game?
do the
1-2
sandwich
switch where we
eating.
did the sandwich eating thing, and it could
Yeah.
read when we were closing our mouth. It can read as you move things like other attachments in the cardboard build.
So that's how you said keyboard, but it's a piano.
The piano one, you basically build a set of keys. You stick the IR reader in the back. It sees all the keys and knows when you're pressing which one and what sound that should make through the Switch.
Yeah, like engineering wise, it's pretty crazy.
It's so mind-blowing. And the robot, I still don't understand the robot. The robot blows my mind. I don't know how that works.
So, Steven, the robot thing is that you have a backpack on, and the backpack inside has this pulley system that I don't know how the hell you're supposed to make that.
It must be that you have, because the pulley system, you're right, it's got strings that attach to your arm.
Yeah.
And it must be that as you move your arms, the IR reader is reading something in the backpack that tells it what you're doing, and that's how it works.
Yeah.
Steven, it's freaking witchcraft, man.
So the robot thing is that you wear the Switch as like a VR mask?
No.
No?
It's still, the Switch, I believe, is plugged into your TV. Because in the video, they show a kid looking at a TV
I thought he had
doing
a
the thing.
VR kind of
He
headset
does have a VR headset on, though. But there's nothing in it. It's just cardboard with an open space.
I don't know. But
Look,
it's weird. He's like punching buildings and stuff, but it's like the pulley system in the backpack. Like
So basically, you get a box
fucking
that has the software and then all the cardboard pads or whatever that have all the things in them.
it's weird.
It is so Nintendo. Like, Sony would never have done. If Sony had come out today and said, "Hey kids, here's some cardboard," no one would, everyone would be losing their minds. I mean, people are already kind of losing their minds.
Like, cardboard? Didn't you already give us a PS Vita?
Wow. But yeah, this is something only Nintendo could have done, and it is very, very weird. But
Nintendo.
It's also very cool. So I don't know.
It's weird.
It sounds like such a Hail Mary kind of thing, to where it's like what a console would do as a last ditch effort to sell it. It's like, okay, here's some cardboard. It could be anything.
Right. It could be anything.
You should watch the. It's like a 2-minute trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really even when you watch it, it's still like, I sat here and watched the whole thing twice, and I was like.
Well, the first time I was like, I don't understand what this is. Like,
when the little robot bug started moving, I was like, what is this? What is this witchcraft? How is this working?
Then there's one that's like, you strap it to the back of a cardboard man and like hit a button, and then he fell over. And I was like, is the game supposed to be like kind of like Jenga, that like each person touches it and whoever makes him fall over loses?
I don't know. Once again, it's such a Nintendo thing of like, no one else would have ever done this. I honestly, when we had the announcement that there would be a new way to play, a new experience, I really thought they were going to announce VR and that they had fooled all of us, because reports had come out even earlier this week that Nintendo was not pursuing 4K and not pursuing VR.
Yeah.
Which I still cry bull crap on the VR thing. The Switch could easily do VR, and it would be one of the best VR systems. Maybe not visually, but it's automatically wireless because you're strapping the system to your face.
Thinking of VR, we need to play the prequel to Until Dawn that comes out really soon, this week, I think.
Yes. Just a minute ago, we were talking about VR things we were going to record, and you were like, I don't want to record VR.
Well, I want to do that one because it's probably scary.
The Inpatient.
Yes.
That's what it's called.
Are you calling me impatient?
Maybe. But wouldn't that make such a great Halloween series, Brody?
That's so far away.
It is.
It's January.
It's
damn
January.
It.
Anyway, Steven, what do you think about Nintendo Labo? That's the name, too. I just can't.
Steven, what do you think about what we told you?
I think that...
Did we describe it good enough?
You guys were telling me, with, excited hand gestures and everything, but in my mind, I still see a child sitting in a cardboard box pretending it's a race car.
I mean, that's basically what this is.
That's a lot of what it is.
We forgot the fishing pole. There's a fishing pole.
There's a fishing pole.
A cardboard fishing pole, and the guy was, doing, oh, with it.
Did he make that noise?
No, but he should have. We should just redub over the Nintendo.
We should. That would be hilarious.
It was like, oh.
Because also he's got the fishing rod extends, but he's doing it so carefully.
Yeah.
It's gonna break. Oh man.
I think
would
it's
be
cool.
great.
I think it's a cool idea. I think that it's great for kids. But I personally have a hard time taking it seriously when all I've heard is, oh, it's this and this and this, but also it's cardboard. Like, if I saw the trailer and stuff, I'd probably be like, okay, that's pretty cool. But as of right now, it's just a cardboard box to me.
It seems cool. It seems different. There are some obvious things that I think are going to go wrong with this real quick. I'm not interested at all in getting this for me.
Spend $70 on it.
Again, 10-year-old Jake, I think would be all over it. But the other thing is how quick breaking exactly. It's gonna. I mean, cardboard with kids too. Like that stuff's gonna fall apart real quick.
We need 3D printers, y'all.
That's a lot of people were tweeting like, just wait till you can 3D print this stuff. That would be really cool, but I don't know. I don't know how that would work since it's supposed to be cardboard, but whatever.
Who effing knows?
I mean, if 3D printers were like a household item,
yeah, they're really expensive.
They're getting better. There's some that are like $300, which that's still a lot, but like it used to be $3,000.
It's only $300.
I don't mean it like that, but it's compared to $3,300 doesn't sound that bad. So anyway, while we've got a second, we're doing well on our time for you, Brody, because you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm eating
today. Tomb Raider announced or dropped a new trailer today. Steven, did you get a chance to watch it?
I didn't even know there was a trailer.
It just dropped. It looked really good. I watched it earlier this morning.
I'm on board with the direction this is going because it's a lot more reboot, less Angelina Jolie, which is a very good thing. And so I'm gonna go see it. I am, but
I'm gonna go see it too.
Yeah, I think I'm on board enough, but I'm not excited enough to where like I just am in that in between where I don't seek information about it, but I know I'm gonna go see it.
Right. Well, the trailer they showed today dropped a lot more story. I only watched it once, so I don't remember a ton of details, but everything I've seen from it looks really, really good. I'm excited about it. The story sounds really cool. It's basically going to be a lot of a rehash of what the newest Tomb Raider games have been, where it's kind of a hard reboot of the whole series of who she is and what she's doing. But man, I tell you what, true to the games, it's just going to be gruesome because like they show a scene where she's got I forget what the tool she uses to climb, like a hatchet or something. She like jabs that into some guy's neck, and then there's other shots where she's like falling through a river and she's like hitting things, and it's great.
And then a tree impales her.
That happens if you don't hit the right button. We're all gonna be in the theater, and we all have to press the right button to make sure that doesn't happen.
Or else the main character just dies, and everyone just has to leave.
Yeah. That would be a really funny way to watch that.
Movies with button prompts.
Okay, let me paint a picture for you. This is in the future. There's going to be theaters where you go to watch someone play a game live, and it's just a story game that can be beat in a few hours. But if the person screws up, you guys don't seem excited about this proposal, so I guess it's about.
I would never.
It's
I just stay on YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah.
I guess that is what YouTube is. That's what we do. Whatever.
Yeah.
Which I saw. I don't want to get into like a bunch of stuff since we're about to need to wrap up. But like, so Twitch bought all the rights to the Overwatch League.
Yes.
So they are the only person that can stream that stuff right now.
Mm-hmm. They had
Facebook,
10 million viewers, I think.
Yeah, it was crazy in week one. Apparently today or sometime recently, Facebook bought all the rights to stream CSGO only on Facebook.
What?
Yeah. There's like an app or something apparently called Facebook Watch where people can stream, which I'd never heard of ever before. So I'm pretty sure that Facebook just killed like the competitive CS:GO scene.
Well,
that sucks for them.
Yeah.
Cause I would never get on Facebook to like watch a stream.
No, not a stream. I don't like live videos that people do right now.
I don't even watch
that's real
Facebook
big.
Live videos.
I don't like those.
I've never.
And
even
it's
watched
really
them.
weird to me when people are just like, I'm just gonna go live real quick, and they just do it.
Yeah,
But they're not like they're not doing anything. They're just, hey, I want to be live.
It's like Facebook is like the IRL section of Twitch, and all the IRL section of Twitch is people sitting there and talking, just doing nothing. Like yesterday, me and Alexander
Bernie
just
says as we sit here and just talk.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I know what you mean.
But like we clicked on one and it was just this girl sitting in a chair like talking, and people would give her money for sitting there, and people would like tell her a riddle and she'd be like, okay, and she'd like read the riddle out loud, and then she'd sit there and she'd keep repeating the riddle for like a minute or two while the chat is just exploding with the answer, and she'd keep looking over and be like, oh, I have it. It's this. Like, after she saw the answer, and it was like, why are people giving her money? What is this?
I see what you're saying. I will do some IRL Twitches for Chortle Games. Just me in my apartment, just everyday stuff, making puzzles and watching YouTube.
No, that's too interesting.
Yeah.
Doing
Yeah,
a
you
puzzle.
can't make puzzles. You
Here's-
can't cook food. You just have to sit there.
Here's another stream that we saw. Was a girl with a tray of food in front of her, and she was eating out of a really big bowl with a wooden spoon, and just talking about her day while she was eating. Like she'd just like have food in her mouth and she was chewing it, and she'd just keep talking about what happened during her day, and it was like, who watches these?
Okay, whatever.
Why?
Hey, to each their own, right?
I think that's a market that we need to, dip our feet into a little bit.
There you go.
You go ahead.
Tomorrow do an IRL stream of you eating mac and cheese. Oh,
Okay.
also, here's another IRL stream we watched yesterday. So normally everybody makes fun of the IRL section because it's usually like just girls with like really low cut shirts and stuff. And yesterday,
So we would really be able to break into that market.
Yeah.
Steven, you just have to wear a V-neck.
well, I was scrolling
Never.
through yesterday while we were making fun of the
Steven,
IRL
that's fine.
section, and there was all the thumbnail was a guy's stomach, and it was just a super hairy dude, just shirtless. So I clicked on it. And
Why?
Because he's doing push-ups like this against a desk, going like 1, 2, and he was saying that he was trying to do push-ups to lose weight or something. But I was like, you're not even doing push-ups right.
That's not how that works.
You're doing it against a desk and you're like bent over, and it's super weird. And
How
he was
many
like, if I
people
get
were-
20, that he had 100 viewers watching.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm serious then. If that guy can get 100 viewers, we are clearly doing something wrong. Let's start.
We are
And, like-
clearly doing something wrong.
So, like, in the top left, like, some streamers have stuff that, like, goes across the top. But his was at the top, and it was like, if I get 20 subs today, I'm going to shave my chest and my stomach. And, like, that was his thing to try to get subscribers. And then someone commented and was like, I'll give you $50 right now if you do 10 jumping jacks. And, like, he was like, show me the money first. And, like, everybody and all the other people in the chat were like, yeah, man, show him the money. He's not going to do jumping jacks if you don't show him money. And it was like, he's trying to lose weight anyway. Just do 10 jumping jacks. You might get $50, man. And if you don't get $50, look, you just did 10 freaking jumping jacks.
Whoop-de-doo.
Like, oh my God. If you just want to question life, just go look at the IRL section of
I was going to say, if you probably want to feel better about your own life, go watch the IRL Twitter. Oh, man.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching Chortle Games.
Go ahead. You got any? This is ChortleCast, not Chortle
Hey,
Games.
hey everybody, thanks for watching Chortle Games. This has been your time with Jake, Brody, and Steven. If you have any questions, you can email us at... I don't know our emails and stuff.
Thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to get in touch with us, if you're watching on YouTube, you're already at ChortleGames.com. You can leave us a comment there to interact with us. Let us know what you thought about these topics, especially Nintendo Labo. Also, let us know if you want to get in touch with us. If you're listening on iTunes or through any podcast service, you can leave us a nice little review. iTunes is the best place to do that right now. That really helps us out. It really helps the podcast get viewed. You can also send us an email at ChortleCast@gmail.com. You can send us topic ideas. Last episode, me and Steven went through GameStop's like top 11 predictions for 2018. And just kind of like...
GameStop.
It was GameSpot.
It was GameSpot.
GameSpot.
GameSpot, I'm sorry.
It's like GameStop.
Whatever. GameSpot's... is that right? I'm saying it wrong.
GameSpot.
Spot.
They had 11 predictions, and me and Steven said bull crap or sure to some of them. So anyway, topics like that, we loved that. That was a lot of fun. So if you got anything like that, send that to ChortleCast. Last but not least, you can always get in touch with us on Twitter. You can tweet us at ChortleGames, and we'll tweet you back.
And Facebook. We also have a Facebook.
And Facebook. Yes. We have a Facebook page. It's Chortle Games on Facebook. You can join, you can like, you can comment, and leave posts. It's great. Because that's where Steven posts all his witty posts and stuff.
Come find me. Come watch me transcend 280 characters. It's fun.
Exactly. It is. He takes you on a journey in 280 characters. Some housekeeping things. First off, a few weeks ago, we posted some pictures of a new logo design. And after we did a poll, kind of seeing what people thought, and then we've showed it to some people at my work, and some other friends, and everyone agreed that our new logo was better. There were a few things that people thought should change, so we've made those changes. And next week, Monday, those changes are going to happen. So all across the channel, it's going to look different. All across our social media, it's going to look different. The intros to videos are going to look different. The outros to videos are going to look different. So
our faces are going to look different.
Mostly the same.
We're going to look different. It might look like two different people, but it's still Jake and Brody. And Steven.
I'm getting a haircut soon, so I'll look a little different.
Steven will look
different.
I
need a haircut.
So anyway, you can look forward to that. And then also, we've got some great content coming up for you this week. We've got more Cuphead this time. We fight a Birdman. It's our last boss on Aisle 2, Inkwell Aisle 2. And then we've got more Gang Beasts for you on the 24th. That is a lot of fun. This is the one where Brody got stuck in a grinder for like 20 solid minutes. And it's all there for your enjoyment while you hear him scream and laugh and all that great stuff. And then Friday, we'll probably be streaming some Monster Hunter because that's when that comes out. So, great content coming up.
And no one will ever have to hear me say, I can't wait for Monster Hunter ever again.
Because it'll be out and it'll be done. So, anyway.
They'll just have to hear me say, I can't wait to play some Monster Hunter.
I can't wait to not be doing whatever I'm doing so I can play. Any closing thoughts, gentlemen, before we head out?
I can't wait for Monster Hunter.
The Division is a great game.
We'll see you next time.